afternoon, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Happy Friday on this nice and rainy day here we have in Southern California. You know me, that's Greg over there. He's our co-host here. And today we are talking to Gloria, and she is going to tell us all about her profession. So Gloria, welcome.
Hi.
How are you today?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. It's great to have you. And you made it here in the rain.
Yes. Safe and sound.
Safe and sound.
It wasn't too bad when I walked in, which was great.
Oh, that's good.
Well, it's not raining in here. But I think I understand.
Yes.
So tell us what you do and how long have you been doing it?
So I've been in accounting for now like close to 7-8 years. And last year I decided to start my own bookkeeping firm. Today I provide two services, bookkeeping and financial controller services for real estate professionals.
So you're specifying in a particular category, in industry. Wow.
I do have other clients that I provided to. If they need help, I'm not going to say no, of course, but I am specialized in that industry.
Okay.
What made you pick that?
It just happened. When I left, when I decided I was going to leave corporate, I texted a few past colleagues and friends, and the people that needed me the most were in real estate. So then I started doing it for them, and it started to build up as more real estate professionals needed my help.
What type of accounting is that for real estate?
So investors and agents, real estate agents.
Okay.
With real estate investors, there's a lot of, it's accrual based typically, and a lot of bookkeepers don't have that accrual based
Got it. They can't.
experience.
Can't do it. Yeah.
So they're actually they're purchasing properties and things like that. That's
Yes.
what you're
So you keep
saying.
track of
Okay.
that and making sure everything's.
Yes, so if an investor has a multi-million-dollar property and they have like a complex with 20 apartments, I have to ensure that the reports match the books. So, and I provide specific reports to these clients where each report shows how much security deposits we received, are they labeled correctly, and then within the software, the accounting software, there's specific things like if a security deposit comes in through Zelle, I have to figure out what it is, right? I have to make sure it is a security deposit. Is it for pet fees, cleaning fees, and I have to categorize everything very specific.
So there's a lot of different categories.
Yes.
Why would you think of that?
Yes.
So that it doesn't. So some things are taxable and some things are not. So that's why you have to do it like that.
And investors want to know where their money is going.
Right.
I mean, I think in general, most businesses, they want to know where their money is going. And these reports, once they want to sell their properties, because investors, they have a turnover, they want to keep it. And then once they have accrued enough equity, they want to sell it. So the books need to be very clean and balanced. Exactly.
And where did you learn that particular type of accounting?
Just challenging myself and going in. So my first clients were real estate investors, and one was a brokerage firm, and I was already in that industry previously, so I understood escrow and I understood security deposits and things like that. So it came, I think, because I was in the industry many years ago, it came natural to me. And then I also hired a bookkeeping mentor. I didn't want to go in just blind, exactly. So I hired a bookkeeping mentor, and I would do things on my own, and then she would come in and help me make sure everything was correct.
If you guys just joined, we're talking to Gloria about her accounting business. She's very specific, though. She works mostly with real estate agents and real estate investors. So if you have questions, please put them into the comments, or if you just have a comment, please put it in there as well, and we will answer them for you. And I see we've got a few already.
Yeah, they're coming in.
Okay, so Erin says she is very nice and professional. Met her at the last meeting. Many businesses need someone like her. Trust me, I know as an insurance broker. LOL, I was telling her.
Hi, Erin.
Hi, Erin. And hi, Vicky.
Hello, Vicky.
So you work for various individual realtors or unexpected companies?
We're one specific company.
Or one specific company, yes. Okay.
So I work with any real estate agent that wants to come, and then I don't work for a specific company. I do it for.
Well, it's your business.
Exactly.
It's your business, so you're more of
Fractional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a contract.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. That makes more sense.
And each one can refer you to someone else, of course.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Good.
That's how my business has been growing lately, honestly, through referrals.
I'll bet. If you're as nice as Aaron says, I'm sure you're doing very well.
Well, referrals is a great way because that's sort of a testimonial going with you to the next person, you know, so it's a good thing. Do you have a name for your business? Do you have ways that you're marketing besides referrals?
So my business name is Aybear Services.
Okay.
My last name is Hebert, and it's a funny story. It's my husband's last name. It's spelled Hebert, but my business starts with an AY because a lot of people would mispronounce our last name. So people would say Hebert all the time, and there's only been probably like 3 people that have said Aybear properly because they're familiar with Louisiana and how it's a French name, but they pronounce my last name and company name correctly, so I was like, wow, like I remember them specifically. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, it's a big deal when you have an unusual last name or any name that you know people don't pronounce correctly. And so you use that as your company name. And how long have you been doing this again?
Since last year, so it's been close to 2 years.
Okay. And prior to that, you said you worked in corporate.
Yes.
Did you work for like large accounting firms, or were you in an accounting department?
So I worked for a large nationwide firm. I handled the West region. So I handled Seattle, LA, and then Orange County offices. And I did I was a staff accountant, so I did their bookkeeping, I did their accounts payable, and I did their escrow.
Okay.
Handling accounts with over $1 million in each,
Wow, that's a lot.
And I was alone. Thank you.
You look like you just graduated college.
No.
Yeah, no kidding.
No, it's been a few years.
All right, good for you.
Thank you.
So do you like this better than working for a firm?
Yeah, that was my next question. Is it better to be independent?
For me, it is because when I left corporate, it wasn't very family friendly. I was actually working here in Culver City and driving from Torrance, and I would drive an hour and a half every morning, and sometimes even 2 hours in the
I used to
afternoon.
work out there. It's not even bother coming home.
Yeah, exactly. Just
hang out at
live
the
there
mall, go to the mall,
in the
hang out.
gym, go to sleep. Exactly. So we were doing that every single day. Going first we went downtown, and then we moved to Culver City, and I was doing that every single day for many years. And then as I started having more kids, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. And now it's amazing because I have the flexibility. Like one day I took the kids to the park, and I was like, I just felt grateful. I felt grateful that I was able to take them to the park and still earn money at the same time on the side.
Still work later. Yeah, you can get it done in your own time.
Yeah.
Which is good.
So how do people get you the information? Is it all done through the internet? Like, okay.
Yes.
So if someone was to hire you, they give you all the information via the internet, and then you get all of that together. So you don't have to even actually see the person. Okay.
Yeah, most of my clients, I just get on phone calls with them if I need to. Everything's done virtually. They add me to their cloud, so everything's cloud-based. QuickBooks is cloud-based, so they just add me as their accountant. And then there's Box, like a drive. So a lot of real estate investors use that. Any drive or any system like Gusto or like other ones that they use, Jorloop for security deposits, things like that, they just add me and I have access to everything.
Wow.
Unbelievable. So when they interview you, you must talk to them at least once, right? I mean, I would
Yes.
imagine.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So it's I've met most of my clients, either I already knew them or I've met them in person either at an event or even at my daughter's camp. It was like, that was like the best and strangest interaction because I was so worried about my daughter at the park. It was a little camp and we came and got together and I was like so worried about her because she was like a little far and I was just paying attention to her and I was like this, and then I met other moms and that was the first time I met this specific mom and we introduced each other and she's like, oh, so what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm a bookkeeper. I have a bookkeeping firm. And I was like this like the whole time and I felt really bad because I wasn't like fully focused on her. And she was like, oh, I need that. Do you have real estate experience? And I was like, yeah, that's all I do. And she and then I talked to her about a client that I had just onboarded and she's like, oh, can I have your number? And then we met one more time over Zoom and that was it. And she just like, I don't know if it was because we were in the same camp and the kids were together in that relationship.
It worked.
Yeah.
Plus, you could tell you were serious by watching the kids.
Exactly, yeah. I was
And watch
extremely
over her
worried.
books carefully.
Yes.
No, I think, sometimes meeting people making connections wherever you go, I think is, a good way to do business.
That's why we have Culver City Biz. You meet people and you build relationships.
Yeah.
So how did you come to Culver City Biz?
Through my friend Alicia. I don't know if you remember Alicia. She also does
But
financial
she was also
services.
new. So must have come from Griselda.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, that's what it was. There was a few new faces there last time, so I was just trying to figure out who brought who. But I was just at Griselda's office and I saw Alicia's little paper that she had sitting there, so that's
Her
what.
pamphlet,
Yeah. So that's how you guys got there. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you got there.
Yeah,
That was a fun event.
It was.
Was
I
it a
didn't
great
expect people to start dancing. I love seeing the liveliness of it. I loved it. And
Everyone had Greg missed it. He was out of town, but
Yeah.
everyone had the biggest smile on their faces.
Yeah, but one time everybody had fun. But I saw the video. Everybody looked really happy and it was a good time.
Yeah.
And do
they
you
did.
do the one pitch, the 1 minute pitch every single time?
Not every single time. We try to do a different program all the time, and
But a
so
lot. We did the one pitch a lot.
what did we do?
I
Oh, in
loved it.
October we did a panel. So each person, I think we had like 5 or so, 6 speakers, something like that. And each person talked about different things. Like we did have a finance person, how it relates back to your business or to your profession. So we had someone who, like, how do you do the sales and the marketing, then, like time management, things like that, and then finance. So that was a fun one too because everyone got some educational stuff out of it. It was like a little seminar kind of thing. And then a lot of times we do the 1 minute pitch because everyone loves it, okay? And when we first started doing it, people would go on and on for a long
Yeah,
time.
you had to make it a minute because it got out of hand.
Yeah. But I love it. So I have my master's degree, and during my master's degree, I really wanted to narrow down on my pitch, and I wanted to narrow down on all that. And I'm like, okay, I'm excited. I'm going to go in front of my classmates in the classroom. But then COVID hit. So then when COVID hit, I wasn't. We were doing everything through Zoom, and then that really stalled my okay, I want to be able to become a speaker and speak in front of people, but then I don't have that experience, so then I had to go and find it on my own after
Zoom was
last
not
year.
the place for that.
No.
It was a very difficult thing to manage. To this day, I can't stand Zoom. We used it so much. I'm just like.
I know, but it is a time saver though.
It is.
In certain cases, of course. I mean, some places somebody's interviewing you from Nebraska and you're out here, it makes a big difference. But if you're going to just use it for work every day, it just becomes monotonous.
I really like to do some meetings in person.
Yeah.
We do have a couple more. Christine is asking if you are certified, and then how long has she been in business? She's been a year and a half, you said,
2
right?
years.
2 years.
Yes.
2 years, and then are you certified? She's asking.
So-
She asked me if I was certified too, but I think that's something different. Christine, yeah.
That's very different.
That's what it is, certifiable. Thank you.
If you mean as a CPA, I'm not a CPA yet. That's in the works.
Okay.
But a CPA doesn't do typically bookkeeping. They
Okay.
may have it within their firm, but I have my 2 business degrees, and I majored in business specifically with an emphasis in entrepreneurship. So,
Okay. And then how did you end up in finance then, though? Like bookkeeping is,
so
that's a whole separate issue.
no, they're actually within the same bucket. So, well, no, there's finance and accounting. I did a lot of, first I did finance in like the sense of like handling money, like as a cashier, like as a banker,
Mm-hmm.
and so that was that finance part. And then I did real estate loan processing, so I was processing people's loans for their homes.
Mm-hmm.
And working with banks to do that with a brokerage firm, and that's my real estate experience. And then I wanted to get into accounting. I did little accounting during that time, but it was in full time. So then I decided to start applying to corporate firms, and that's when I got into full accounting work.
But you have to like numbers in order to do.
Yeah,
what
you
you're
have to be
doing.
good at
You
numbers
have-
for one thing.
you have to like
You
it.
have to really enjoy it.
I think you have to like it.
Yeah,
I think you do, and you have to like it in a way where it's like a puzzle every time. So you have to make sure things are, because even in accounting softwares, they are not perfect, so they make
Right.
mistakes. So if you look at your financial statements and something's not adding up, you have to go back and try to find it. So again, it's like a puzzle every single month that you do every single. So you do have to like it, yeah.
So Christine is asking a question, which I'm going. Thanks for the question, Christine. But I'm going to actually elaborate on her question. She's asking how often do you update the books,
Yeah.
and so my question on top of that is, so let's say I'm a client, Greg's a client. Do you do our books once a month, once a week? How often?
Great question.
So yes, great question. I do it typically once a month, depending on the growth of your company. So one of my clients, she has, with me, she has 5 accounts. And 2 accounts, I do them quarterly because there's not a lot of transactions. And by not a lot, I mean maybe like 10 to 20 transactions a month. But then there's the bigger accounts where if you have 100 a month, 100 transactions, 150 transactions, then you should be doing it once a month, at least.
Yeah, that could get away from you real easy. if you
Exactly,
don't.
yes.
And if you have any problems with that number, you want to find them right away.
Yeah.
Right.
She's also got another question that says, do you handle payroll, invoicing, and bill pay, or just reconciliation?
So I reconcile payroll through the books, but I don't actually run payroll.
You don't do the payroll. Right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. I don't really do AP, which is paying the bills. But if there is something that I see that was not paid, then I will tell my client, hey, I noticed that this wasn't
If
paid.
something stands out.
Exactly. Yes.
So you're doing more receivables? Receivables, but not payables.
Expenses, and I categorize all the transactions, so that's the start, right? You categorize every single transaction, and then you reconcile within the accounting software. You match it to the statement. Is everything matching? And then I do the schedules and the reports for the accruals and prepaids.
Accruals too, yeah.
So you missed the businesses. She's mostly doing real estate agents as well as real estate investors. That's where her niche is currently. So I'm sorry that you missed that one earlier, but that's what she's doing. What software does she use?
Yeah, you can run that by
I
again.
think she said QuickBooks.
Well, there's several. Right?
There is, yeah.
Yeah.
So typically I use QuickBooks, and that's my favorite as an accountant, but I don't recommend QuickBooks to new entrepreneurs. I recommend Wave because it's intuitive, there's less room for error. So even spreadsheets, honestly, like I sent my network of entrepreneurs a spreadsheet so they can use that instead of going into QuickBooks, and then there's more money that has to come in with, because then somebody has to come in and fix the books, not just catch up.
Right, so it's easier for them to use.
Yes.
Okay, I got you. Good question.
Very good questions. I go back to keep talking because I'm gonna go back to the other one. It's doing it on two, so make sure.
And even though I do have a niche where I focus on real estate, I do have other clients like in the entertainment industry and the catering business. So I do have other clients, and I do help other clients as well.
So you're open to taking all kinds of business.
Yes.
I mean, she is specifying in that currently, or maybe she just has a lot of clients right now that are currently real estate, but she does have other clients as well. So she's open to all sorts of industry. I have another question from Vicky. It says, do you charge by the hour or by the job assignment?
So I charge by the hour.
Okay.
I no longer do package or monthly rates, because there's been times where I'm told that it's a certain way and that the books are a certain way and it takes me longer. So now I only charge by the hour.
Smart.
That's a very good idea.
Smart, definitely.
Do you charge
Alicia. Hi, Alicia.
Do you charge the same for everybody? Or does it depend on what you're doing for each person?
Majority of the time is the same rate. The same rate. Yeah.
Okay.
Alicia says that you are her future bookkeeper.
Yay!
Hey, how about that?
Oh yes, I am. Alicia's on. Oh hi. Yes, we're gonna sit down and get her books organized. And Alicia's in the financial planning industry, so.
And Alicia is going to be with us next Friday. So look for her next Friday.
She's amazing. Contact her for your financial needs, insurance, anything. I'm her client now as well.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
So we had an event last month, as we do every month, as you guys know. Culver City Biz Group puts on these in-person sort of events and mixers, and every month somebody hosts us, a different business hosts us. So if you're interested in ever hosting us, let us know. Even if you're a small company or an individual like yourself, you can still host us. You just have to, figure out where you want to do it. But we get booked up. We get booked up on these live shows as well. So, contact us and put yourself down into the queue, and it'll come up. I do schedule these like every so often, and then I do it for like 2 months out, and then I start again, after a while. So if you are interested in hosting us, we are all the way to next August, I believe. So if you are interested, let me know.
And it does change occasionally. Somebody drops out.
Yeah, somebody drops off sometimes.
So the sooner you let us know, the better it is.
Yeah. So it's in those cases, then we, try to ask the people next one up if you want to move up to a, closer time. Griselda just signed up the other day, so she's going to host in July. I'm excited because I went and looked at her space, and it's really very nice. Very nice.
Alicia always talks wonderful things about it. I think she was doing content there too the other day.
Exactly. So I wanted to say that By Your Side Dance Studio hosted us last month, or this month in November, and they were amazing, and the space was amazing.
It was.
And it was really fun. So every time we do these things, we get new people that come, and so Gloria and Alicia were new that came, and then Hector came and told us about his new restaurant called V's, and it's on West Adams. So we went down there and we had breakfast, and it was really nice. Great place. Did you go there yet?
Which one did you go to?
The West Adams one that he owns.
I went to the one. Is that in downtown?
No, it's not far.
I went to the one in Figueroa.
Yeah,
So
that's
nice.
Griselda's. This
Mm-hmm.
one's Hector's. But yeah, so that was really nice. So we make all kinds of connections. And the one thing you should know about Culver City Biz is we're not just business to business. We have consumers that come. So even if you, let's say you're retired or whatever, you don't have a business or you don't work, you can still come because there's all kinds of wonderful businesses that you can learn about, you know, and patronize as well. So,
or dance.
Or dance. Or dance. Next month, in December, we are going to be on December 4th. We do 2 business fairs and bazaars per year. One's in June and one's in December. So the one in December is coming up on December 4th. It'll be from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the American Legion on Sepulveda. So put that on your calendar. You don't want to miss it because at that event we have different businesses that get a table, and they will be sitting there telling you all about their business. You can buy products, you can buy services. Great for the holiday gift giving as well. So come and check that out, okay?
A lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
So,
it's a really good one.
To sell yourself, we're going to give you that 1 minute that you wanted.
Wow.
Okay. You've been preparing it for quite some time, and COVID's over, so go ahead.
Right now? Okay.
Take a minute and tell us what we need to know about your business.
I think it's going to be less. I've been trying to like narrow it down, but
it's hard, isn't it?
It is, especially going in front of the public and audience.
Sure.
Like the last time that I did it, I was joking with Alicia, and I was like, "Oh, let's go up there." And Alicia's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go up there." And I was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, Alicia, are you serious?" She's like, "Yes, we're gonna go up there. You gotta get your business out
But
there."
they did really good. You guys did well.
I believe it.
Yeah.
She did really well today, so why not?
Thank you.
It's hard because when you're doing it for the first time and you don't really know what to expect, it's hard. And you guys were going first too, not like waited till the end.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. But I love seeing the other people that you can tell have more experience. That they've been doing it for years. And I was like shocked. I was like, okay, I like hers. There was one that was wearing all green. I don't remember her name.
Oh yes.
Amazing.
Sheila.
I loved it. Sheila.
She was new, and she had a really beautiful like Kelly green outfit, pants set, and she was a
travel
advisor, group travel, right? Group travels. Yeah. That's what she was doing. So yeah, that was interesting. She was good. There was a lot of good people that went up there. Well, I'm so happy that you went up there.
I'm happy too. I didn't know I was gonna show up until the previous day. I think Alicia mentioned it. She's like, "Let's go," and I was like, "Well, it's here in Culver City. Why not?"
So take a minute and tell us what we need to know.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no buzzer. No buzzer.
I'm gonna put my timer.
The buzzer's not going to go off. I promise. It would be nice. Just tell us what we need to know about you and your business.
Okay.
Tell them.
Yeah. Tell them.
Hi, I'm Gloria Aybear. My company is Hebert Services, and I organize the finances of real estate professionals through bookkeeping and financial controller services. I help you get organized, have that peace of mind. At the end of every single month, you will see all your reports clean and balanced.
How do they find you?
They can find me on Instagram. It's Aybear_services.
So it's AY.
Yes.
We'll post
And
that on the
Bear.
site as well so that people can.
Thank
it's
you
easier
so
than
much.
writing it down now.
Yeah, that would be great. So yes,
And Gloria is tagged on this, so she can
okay.
answer questions
questions
too. So it's AYBEAR, right?
AYBEAR. Yes.
_
Services.
Okay, that's on Instagram. Is that the only way? Do you have a website?
It's right now. It's under construction.
Okay.
But it will be out soon. I'll be posting it. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be doing more. Yesterday I hosted my first bookkeeping workship, and I got a lot of great feedback. So I'm going to be doing them quarterly. Yeah. So it's bookkeeping 101. It's very easy, beginner friendly, interactive, because I feel like teaching you and lecturing you is not the same as you doing the activities than actually doing it yourself, categorizing your own expenses and doing it on your own. I teach foster youth on the side, financial literacy, so I kind of work both curriculums hand on hand. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's awesome. Somebody should definitely teach our youth about finance.
Yeah, no kidding.
Especially how to
now.
keep a checking account and balancing it and all that.
They can't even count back change in a
No,
restaurant.
count back change.
If the machine breaks, the register breaks, they have
Oh,
to have
right.
a calculator
Yes.
to make change for $1. They just can't do it.
That is, it's really sad. And me, Alicia and I were just talking about this live that there's, even though we're in this era, we're in 2025, and this is still not implemented in the educational system.
No.
When we know it's needed, like there used to be cooking classes, there used to be like hands-on fix your car classes and all these classes, and now there isn't even that.
And it makes you wonder, 15 years from now, who's going to be doing bookkeeping when they can't count back change right now.
Yeah.
Something to think about. And thank you very much.
Wait, we got another
we do.
question or something. Let's see. Carolyn is asking, do you organize your bookkeeping every month so the client can pull info for their taxes easily at the end of the year?
So I do it every month.
Yeah, we got that.
Yes, every month is better because then it adds up. I do have a couple clients that come to me every year, and I honestly charge them more because it's a lot of work to do a whole year of books. So I have to charge more because now I have to take priority for them instead of taking priority for my clients that are monthly with me. Yeah.
Yeah, if you keep up with it, it's a lot easier, like anything, but if you're trying to cram it all in later, it's not that easy.
Yeah.
Do you see yourself paying bills later? Like, are you going to add that part to your services, like accounts payable as well?
If there's enough demand, but I would probably wait until I can hire someone to do it. Because I did it for a long time, and I think that I want to stick with the bookkeeping part of it. Yeah, you have to be really on top of it when it comes to paying other people's bills. You have to be extremely organized and extremely on top of it, because if you miss just one bill, then that's either there's a late fee or your reputation, and I'm not probably the best person with AP now. Today with having 3 kids. Yeah.
What about receivables?
Receivables is a little bit easier. So I'd probably open that up in the future. Yeah.
Okay.
I do want to grow my firm, so as soon as I have enough to hire someone, my plan is to save enough to hire someone for 1 whole year, and that way I have them on my payroll for enough, and then I can hire someone. Yeah.
It's also much more fun, I bet, for you to have like different clients rather than working at one company, because then you get to kind of learn about the different industries as well.
And even the books of every client is not the same. It's
true.
It's so. I just have a new client, a new account for another client, and her books are. It's a lot. It's a lot of work, and it's different than what I usually do with even her other books, with her other accounts. So yeah, it keeps things interesting for sure.
Okay, let me see. I think I saw some more questions or something. Oh, Carolyn is saying no, but is it categorized for taxes easy? Oh, so she's asking, I think, more of like specific. What you're doing, is it ready to go to an accountant really easily?
Yes.
Like to a CPA, am I right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, so if I categorize everything and all your reports are done, your reports, you can simply just forward them to your accountant, and that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's saying, so someone can see, I paid this much for utilities this year.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, so she is doing that, Carolyn.
Yes,
Yeah,
I prepare my clients for that, and I even yesterday in my workshop taught entrepreneurs what they need specifically to give their CPAs.
Tell them about your workshop.
Yeah, so yesterday I did this workshop because I got a lot of questions about how to get ready for tax season actually. And I taught them how to understand strategically between their necessities and their optional expenses. So if they know that, if you know what your necessities are, what your business needs to survive, then you know that that's probably going to be tax deductible. For example, the example that I gave to keep it simple was a lemonade stand. What do you need for a lemonade stand to survive? You need lemons, water, cups, and sugar, right? That's all you need. But if you want to have fancy straws, if you want to have music to attract clients, and if you want to have other things that you don't really need, then you can put them into a bucket that's a CPA, ask my CPA, ask my accountant, and then you ask your CPA if that's tax deductible. Because things change every single year, especially with everything going on. You don't know if it's going to be tax deductible. But those optional things, you can ask your CPA and have them separate instead of having everything intermingled.
It's a great analogy. It's a very clever way to do it.
It's my favorite to use.
That's great. Yeah. Okay, we learned something.
But this workshop essentially teaches you how to distinguish these things, and then your expenses, your revenue, your profit, if you have a profit, if you have a loss, and how to generate reports or how to start a spreadsheet. Because if you're an entrepreneur, you don't technically need a software. You don't need an accounting software, so you can start with a simple spreadsheet. But you also don't want to give your CPA a unorganized
You want to make it neat.
spreadsheet. It has to be categorized properly. So you can ask ChatGPT if you don't know how to categorize something. Ask ChatGPT how to organize it, but make sure to tell ChatGPT what your business is.
Right, because you're not going to know every business. Your job is your job. You're not in the restaurant business. You're not in
exactly.
So you have to be able to understand it.
Exactly. So if you tell ChatGPT, this is my business, I run a lemonade stand, and this is my expense, how do I categorize it? And then you can categorize it on your spreadsheet.
So that makes it easier for your accountant to do your taxes.
Yes, and they don't charge you a lot of money. Because I've had clients where they came to me and they're like, they're charging me $3,000-$4,000, and I'm like, yeah, I understand. I saw your spreadsheet. I'm like, I'm sorry, but that's how they're gonna.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah, it's a lot of work for them to comb through.
Since you're not an accountant, if your customer needs a profit and loss statement, is that something you can do? Or okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So I technically, anyone in the accounting world is an accountant, but a CPA, I know everybody says accountant to CPAs, they're also accountants. But as an accountant, I cannot be called a CPA, but I can be called an accountant because I've been in accounting for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You don't just take it away.
Exactly.
You're doing something else. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, we learned a lot about finance today.
We did. My head is
And
spinning,
thank
but
you,
it's good.
Gloria, for coming over and talking to us. We really appreciate that. Again, she is tagged on the Culver City Biz Group. She can also be found on the Culver City Biz Group. So if you are looking to hire somebody to do this kind of work for you, you can just find her on the Culver City Biz Group page. Search for her name, and her last name is Hebert. Again, I tagged her on the post on the live here today, so you will be able to see her and talk to her and maybe get a consultation.
Yeah, you guys can get a one-on-one consultation.
Is that free?
Since they're your audience, they'll get a one-on-one.
Okay.
They just need to tell
Free
me they're part of
consultation.
them.
Yeah. Free consultation.
Just mention CC Biz.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
So that'll be really great for her and for you to connect. And next week, again, we're going to have Alicia on, so we'll learn a little bit more about finances. And thank you all really for watching. Thank you for joining us today. Appreciate it. And don't forget to mark December 4th on your calendar, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m., American Legion Post 46 on Sepulveda. We will have several different businesses there that you can walk through and buy their products and services. It'll be a lot of fun. There'll be food and drinks. So come and join us, okay?
All right.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Stay dry, be safe.
Bye.
See you next time.
Have a great weekend, everyone.